My coffee's cold. I really need to get like a mug warmer because I have to reheat up my coffee like 6 times while I'm drinking it because I drink it so slow. I don't know if Nespresso changed their pumpkin spice cake pod because I remember last year I got it and I didn't like it, and this year I've been loving it like more than the maple one. I feel like it's different. I feel like it has less spice, which is what I didn't like about it last year. Also, hi, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? It is about 8:30 a.m. I usually don't rise until like 9:30. You guys know I'm not a morning person, but Griffin needed me to pick him up he had to drop his car off to like get something done to it. So I picked him up and dropped him off at the gym, which I'm gonna have to probably go pick him up here soon. And I was honestly gonna go back to sleep, but then I wanted to read, and I've just been loving having like cozy fall mornings. So I figured we'd just take the opportunity to have a slow, cozy morning together. It actually is starting to get a little bit cooler in Florida, so I'm like fully in the fall mood. I mean, it's 81 degrees out right now. And the high today is 85, but look, on Saturday the high is 77. That's pretty low for the high. But I'm like, girl, if the UV index isn't gonna be above 5, then like make it 65 degrees and let's like be cozy. So we're just gonna have a fall day together. I do have a Gymshark package I got yesterday that we will do a little haul of because it's like fall stuff kind of, or at least fall colors. So I'm excited about that. I am going to the gym today. I have legs and I think we might go to Barnes & Noble. I want to pick up another physical book. I still am in Zodiac Academy. Is this book 6 or 7? Fated Throne is 6. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, will you see Ben? Fated Throne is book 6. I'm still loving Zodiac Academy. I don't want it to be over. I just have so many other things that I want to read so bad, and I've been in this series for so long. And there's still 3 more books to go. I'm pretty sure there's 9 books total. So I did take a break between books 5 and 6 to read Heavenly Bodies. I might do that again after this one. I don't know. It's probably going to depend on how this one ends. But I do kind of want to go to Barnes & Noble today. I either want to read Direbound because I've been hearing so much about that. The Six of Crows duology, or Neverkeep. Is Neverkeep a duology? I know there's 2 books out, Neverkeep and Echo Fort. I don't know if that's the whole thing or there's more coming. I don't know. And I kind of just want to go to Barnes & Noble. Oh my god, I have something happening here. Can you see? I woke up yesterday with this like situation and it itches. I don't know if something like bit me or something. It's stressing me out. Okay, so I got ready and we're gonna do our little mini Gymshark haul and then decide what I'm gonna wear. So all of this stuff has already dropped and I got all the pretty beautiful fall colors. I used to kind of be like a burgundy maroon hater, but tell me why I'm like obsessed with like this vibe. this fall. I don't know. I feel like it's like a berry, maroon, burgundy fall. They came out with new Vital Sculpt, which is the Vital with the like booty scrunch added. And they also came out with Vital Soft and Vital Warm. So I didn't get any Vital Warm because it's like thicker, warmer for like outdoor workouts, and I'm not doing any of that. So I just got some Vital Soft. So it definitely is softer, stretchier than OG Vital or Vital 2.0, and definitely a lot more comfortable. I honestly don't wear Vital very often because it is kind of on like the stiffer, like high performance side, and I just like to be like comfy, like second skin type material, like Soft Sculpt, which is my favorite collection. This definitely isn't that soft or brushed. It still is like more of a performance-y material, but it's definitely a lot softer, stretchier, and more comfy. So I got the brown leggings, and then I love these tanks. I've been super into working out in a full length top recently, which never really used to be my jam, but I'm super into tanks right now. So I got 2 of these guys. These also feel softer than old Vital, and they're just square neck in the front and back, which I feel like is really flattering. So I got that in the brown and also in the burgundy color. These do have like a shelf bra in them, so these will go great with the Vital, but they'll also go good, I think, with some of the new Whitney. So we have fall colorways for the Whitney pieces, so leggings, shorts, and the flares, which the Whitney flares are my favorite flares of ever. But for some reason, these colorways didn't come out with different length options like previous Whitney flares. The first time they dropped, we had short, regular, and tall length variations, but when these just launched, they only came in regular. I don't know if they are going to eventually come out in short and tall, but I typically wear the tall size, so what I did was I sized up to a medium because the smalls are pretty compressive on me, and I thought maybe that'll give me a little extra length. So I don't know, we'll see how these fit. I'm gonna try them on in a second, but I just love these too much. I couldn't pass up just because they didn't have the tall version, and if I have to like stretch them out when they're wet, then I'll do it, you know what I mean? And I thought even like the Vital tank could go with this. Same with the brown maybe. So we got the flares in the burgundy, this like light milk chocolate neutral brown, which I really like, and then obsessed with this color. If these flares fit, I might also get them in this color because I really like this color, but I got it in the shorts. I don't know what you even call this color, like a mauvey rosy pinky situation. Okay, I like the tanks. I feel like the square neck is really cute. I like that it's square in the back too, and I feel like it hits it like a good spot. Okay, I thought I was gonna like these together, but I feel like I don't like the different materials together, and I feel like the undertones are a little bit different. Oh, I wish they were talls. Okay, here we have the length. Definitely would like them to be longer, especially like when I have shoes on. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna like stretch them out a little bit, which honestly, sometimes I have to do that like with sweats and stuff, especially after I dry them. So I'm gonna do that and we'll see if it helps. Okay, that actually helped like a lot. Like they're almost touching the floor now. Okay, I tried the flares on with shoes on. I don't know if they're gonna be long enough. I feel like they're probably fine, but I feel like it might bother me, which will probably stop me from wearing them. So I put the brown Vital tank on with the Vital Soft, which I think is super cute together. Kind of wish I got an extra small in the tanks just so there was like less of this, because the band at the bottom is like tight. Like I wouldn't mind if it was loose if the band wasn't tighter than this part, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is cute. I might wear this to Barnes & Noble and then change into this fit for legs when I go to the gym. Okay, we made it to Barnes & Noble. I went and took Griffin to pick up his car and I didn't feel like changing. Also, I have an active rest day today, not legs. So I stayed in the brown Vital set and I'm gonna wear that rosy Whitney set tomorrow. But I fully have like a zip up leggings and scrunchy socks on. And let me show you the temperature. Super fall, super cozy, super cute. A cool 89 degrees, but we're still gonna have our fall day because that's the mood I'm in. I put a poll on my Instagram story this morning asking what book I should read next. I did Direbound, Never Keep, or Six of Crows. Wait, let me actually look at the percentages. Okay, so Never Keep has 0 votes. I know that one is like a little bit less popular, but I'd heard good things about it. But like I can't remember it, what any of the good things were. 25% voted for Direbound and 75 voted for Six of Crows. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of leaning toward Direbound, but I think Six of Crows as a duology, and it's completed. I think it's like darker kind of vibes, maybe. So that might fit the mood I'm looking for the best. I don't know. But Direbound just sounds so good and I've heard so many good things. also, since I'm buying the physical book, because I don't always buy the physical book, I usually just get everything on Kindle, and then sometimes I'll get the physical copy as well. That's gonna make a difference too. Anyways, I got a crisp witch's brew because this is the fall energy drink. This is one of the cans from last year. Is that fine? I don't know. Okay, just left Barnes & Noble. I got Dire Bound. Not saying I'm going to read this next, even though having the physical book might make me read this next, but they only had Neverkeep in the hardcover, which I didn't want a hardcover. And the Six of Crows new covers are quite possibly the ugliest book cover I've ever seen in my life. I don't think the old ones were like super pretty, but way better than the new ones. Why did they change them? And they didn't have any of the old covers, so no way I was getting that. But I did look, and Six of Crows is on Kindle Unlimited, so we'll just get it on there, so that works out. She's a thick girl. And I think this cover is really cool. The sword is super cool. And then that other book, what was it called? The North Wind. This one, I read the back of it, and it's like based off of Beauty and the Beast and The Tale of Hades and Persephone, and I really like this cover, so I need to just do more research on that and see what people think about it. Why did they... Like, I literally couldn't even find it at first because I'm like looking for the old covers. I'm like, where are these books? Like, they're always here. It's because they look like this now. Hey, so sorry, my camera died, but I have her on the portable charger. We are skirting out of here, but in this little complex, they're building a Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna drive by to check on her progress. They say, meaning like Google, says it should be done the end of this year or early next year. Oh, she's looking kind of good. Yep, they're working. Keep working, guys. Wait, that's not even it. It's this. Hey, girl. You're looking good, girl. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, I've made it to the gym, but I've had some thoughts. I'm about to go work out. I think I actually am gonna do legs. So we're gonna do some quick quads, some walking on the treadmill, and then I'm gonna head to the Target that's over here by my gym because this is like a super Target. It's like a bigger Target that like has full grocery and everything. It's just bigger because I went to the smaller Target, what, yesterday or 2 days ago or something? No, 3 days ago. It doesn't matter. To get more of that, oh God, there's a person looking at me. To get more of that brown butter popcorn, I'm right next to him. Hey. I need more of that brown butter popcorn that me and Riss got it from Target, but we tried like all the fall popcorns in my last vlog. We tried stuffing, disgusting. Brown butter sage, best popcorn I've ever tasted. And then the caramel apple one, that one was good too, but I really want more of the brown butter sage. And they didn't have it at the smaller Target. So I'm hoping they'll have it at the bigger one. So we're gonna go there. And then I was like, we need to do like a cute fall activity or like make something fall or like something tonight. What if I got a fall puzzle? I feel like just sitting and doing a small puzzle by myself could be the time of my life, especially if I garden beforehand. So I'm gonna look for a little fall puzzle. I'm not trying to get like a 1,000-piecer. I'm trying to get like a quick, let me do a cute little puzzle. So we're gonna do that after the gym. Should I decorate for fall? I'm not like full out decorating, but I have like little pumpkins and things I can like set out, but then it's like, I'm still gonna have like my flowery pillows on my couch and like my pastel yellow blanket on my couch. Like I'm not doing full fall everything, like fall pillows, blanket, everything, because as soon as November hits, I'm decorating for Christmas. So do I do it if I'm not even going fall out, because then there's gonna be like a mixture of things, or do I just set out my little pumpkins because like I have them and why not? I don't know. Maybe we'll do that later too. But I'm gonna go in the gym, we're gonna bang this workout out, and then we're going to Target. Okay, I just finished in the gym. That was actually a really good workout. Like, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, which I don't say often for a quad day. Although I did forget a hair tie or a clip, and normally I have a hair tie in my car and in my gym bag, but I've switched over to this little mini gym bag, which I'm actually loving for whenever I'm not filming, because I don't need to bring my tripod, so then I just really don't need a giant bag. So I've been using this mini one, but I never transferred over like my backup hair tie into there. But the owner was here, so I asked him if he had a hair tie, and he's a super nice guy. So he like looked for stuff. He's like, I bought a bunch of different things. He's like, I have a hair tie or like a clip, and I'm like, oh, the clip is actually perfect, because that's what normally when I want my hair to stay curly a little bit for like the next day, I'll work out in a clip. So that was great that he had that, because honestly I probably wouldn't have done legs if I didn't have a hair tie. With my hair down, I can't do that. Maybe an upper body day on like maybe shoulders or arms I could hit with my hair down. I still would not enjoy it though. So we did that. I was listening to a episode of Morbid in there. I don't know if it's because I'm super in the fall mood, but I've been getting back into true crime a lot lately. I used to consume so much true crime. I would watch it on YouTube. I would listen to it on a podcast, like both of those daily. And I just started having too many really aggressive dreams. If you're on Lexapro, you know. So I had to take a little bit of a step back from the true crime, but I don't know if it's because I'm trying to be all fall and spooky that I'm getting back into it. Morbid is my favorite. I love Ash and Elena. I also love Murder with My Husband. Those are definitely my top 2 true crime podcasts. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna head to Target. Hopefully we can find a cutie little puzzle. Wait, what else do I need? Oh, the popcorn and the brown butter sage popcorn. Say a prayer. Okay, here's my haul. I needed more milk, so I got more milk. Fun little addition I wasn't planning on. Apple cider. I usually only get this if I have donuts to dunk in it, but I figured it would still be yummy because I love apple cider. Then for our puzzle, okay, so all the like really pretty like landscape ones were like 1,000 or 2,000 pieces, and I just felt like that. I can't. I got this one. It's Halloween Hollow. It's like a little town, but she's 500. I think I can do a 500 piece puzzle. I don't know, I haven't done a puzzle in a long time. But there are really pretty like Christmas ones, so maybe if we enjoy this, we'll get one for Christmas as well. Okay, so for the popcorn, I really thought we were out of luck. I went around the whole store, and finally, during my second check of the popcorn aisle, I asked an employee, and he like checked on his thing, told me where it was. It was like by the Halloween candy, like the trick-or-treating stuff. And this was the only flavor left. There wasn't any caramel apple and there wasn't any stuffing. Little does everyone know that this is the best flavor, even though it doesn't sound like it's gonna be. So I got 2. Very excited. Okay, sorry if the air is loud. Bank's outside, so the air is kicking. After I got home, I had dinner. I just did leftovers from yesterday. Me and Griffin did Taco Tuesday, so I had some tacos. Then I got in the shower. I had an epiphany in the shower. Isn't that like a thing? Like people have epiphanies in the shower? Anyways, I did. So like I told you, look how bad it looks. Oh my gosh. This morning I told you, did I? I think I did. About this like rash I've been having on my like jaw, and it itches. I've been like, what the heck is this? Like so confused. Anyways, this is why I think it's poison ivy and what led me to that conclusion in the shower. When we were camping, we did like painted ceramics, and I painted a little dino, and I left it at Marissa's house, like in her backyard, because her 2 cats like sit around this pond in her backyard. And before I left, I went outside and I set the dino like by the pond. I don't know, so it can be out there with the cats. And she lives in like her backyard is like woods. I probably touched poison ivy and then touched my face, flew home, and then after a couple days it became a thing. Don't you think? Anyway, I texted Marissa and I said, is it a possibility that you may have poison ivy in your backyard? Ah, she's just texted back, yes, there definitely is. Oh.
You're on the vlog.
You're on the vlog.
Oh my god!
That's so funny. She's also vlogging. Oh my gosh, when I put the dino in her backyard because you just sent me a video of it. Yeah, definitely did, because I remember, you know how he would fall forward like his head was heavy? I remember when I first set him down, he tipped forward, and so I picked him back up and moved him to a different spot, and I literally was like scooching, like I kind of dug him in a little bit. I was fully up in there. I literally can't believe it, but honestly, I'm gonna look up what it's called because I probably still have my, like, last time I had it, the steroid cream. Okay, that was so funny. Anyways, okay, we're ready for our activity. Here's our puzzle. I also have our brown butter sage popcorn and get my pumpkin glass of apple cider. I just finished separating the edge pieces from the inside pieces, and I feel like that took a year. And I literally thought, I was like, let's go small, like with a 500 piecer. Okay, so I'm actually kind of slaying this border right now, and I'm actually having a really good time. I just fear this might not fit on this table. Okay, progress update. Here's where we're at. When I look at it in the camera, it looks like literally nothing, but I feel like I've made so much progress. I am getting tired. It's 10 p.m. which I'm usually in bed at like 9:30 to read. I keep being like, okay, I'll finish this area, then I'll be done. Or like, okay, I'll finish this little piece and I'll be done. But then every time I put in another piece, I'm like, okay, on to the next. Like, why is it kind of addicting? I'm gonna try and get a little bit more, but I might have to go to bed soon. All right, this is my last progress update for the night. I have to go to bed. Here's where we are. I just don't know what to do so that creature doesn't knock everything down in the night. Good morning, you guys. So I ended up covering up the puzzle with this blanket because I was really scared that Bink was gonna like ruin it. And he actually didn't mess with the blanket at all. So we're all good here, but this is the part I wasn't worried about. He opened up the box, dumped out all the pieces, so hopefully none are missing, and decided to eat our little guide here, which is probably going to pose an issue as this is how I was looking at everything. We can use the picture on the box still, but it's like covered up by stuff in some areas. So I'm not gonna lie, I woke up and I was kind of excited to make my coffee and get back to puzzling. Okay, are you guys ready to see the finished product? Mostly finished. Here she is. We are still missing 2 pieces. I did end up finding like 8 of them under the couch. These 2 must be like pushed way towards the back, or they're just like somewhere else completely, like under the fridge or something, and we're probably just never gonna see them again. But greetings from Halloween Hollow. We have the Bat Cave, Wolfwood Grove, Mons de Vampire, the Witch House, and the Cryptid Cottage. I think she's so cutie, but like I don't even know what to do with her now. I kind of want to try and do that thing where you like slide it off the table and it like hangs and you try to have it stay together. I just worked so hard. I don't want her to fall apart. We gotta take care of it eventually. We might as well try. God. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now what? Okay, well, that was fun. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this vlog. More fall vlogs to come, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.